everybody. This is Natalie Ramos, and I am a Better Living for Texans agent here in Bexar County for Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service. I'm really excited today. It's my favorite day of the week. It's Taco Tuesday, so I'm going to be making a delicious grilled fish taco recipe. And my colleague, Mary Masterson, since we are practicing social distancing, she's going to be making a peach salsa to go on top of these grilled fish tacos. So I'm really excited for this recipe. It's very easy, very simple, and it's so good for you. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get to the action, I really want to emphasize again the importance of washing those hands for at least 20 seconds under warm water with soap. Also, we are going to be dealing with some raw fish today, so just make sure you keep that raw fish away from the fresh produce that you're going to be chopping up. Just making sure it's separate at all times, and also remember to wipe down those countertops before you get started. Let's go through the ingredients, and there's not that many, I promise. So what we're going to be using, of course, is for tilapia fillets. If you have another type of white fish that you want to use, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that you defrost it ahead of time in your refrigerator. Usually it takes about 1 to 2 days to fully defrost. I'm using corn tortillas instead of flour. Flour tortillas a little bit higher in calories. Corn tortillas also have lots of fiber, so they're good for you. So when it comes to tacos, corn tortillas are the way to go. As far as our seasonings, not that many. I'm just going to be using ground comino or ground cumin, some chili powder, and then I'm also using a non-stick cooking spray just to make sure that the tilapia doesn't stick to my pan. If you don't have a spray, you can also just use a regular olive oil or canola oil. And then as far as the pan goes, I'm using a iron skillet. If you don't have an iron skillet, that's okay. You can use a regular skillet. And I'm also using a spatula just to flip the fish. And then I'm using a small mixing bowl just for the spices to make sure they're mixed through before pouring it onto the fish. And that's it as far as ingredients. Okay, so here is the flavor right here. I have 3 tablespoons of the chili powder and 1/2 teaspoon of the ground comino mixed up, ready to go on top of the fish. We're gonna apply it generously on both sides. I have my skillet warming up in the back, and then once we get this all bathed up in the spice, we're going to throw it onto the skillet. All right, it's smelling really good in here like a Mexican restaurant. I have my tilapia on the grill. I'm giving it a flip every 1 to 2 minutes. It should reach an internal cooking temperature of 140 degrees. I have some tortillas warming up here on another pan. Mary's making that peach salsa that I'm really excited about, and we're almost ready. So my fish is cooked. It's looking delicious. We're just gonna break it apart with a fork to where it's in nice little chunks. It smells so good. And then we're gonna throw it on the tortillas. And then I have some fresh cabbage that I'm going to sprinkle on top before we put Mary's amazing salsa on top. If you have a coleslaw, that's fine too. And then we're going to drizzle some lime for some more flavor. Okay, so these tacos are almost ready, but they wouldn't be complete without Mary's peach salsa. So I'm gonna turn it over to Mary in her kitchen, and she's gonna show you how that salsa is made.
Thanks, Nat. Those grilled fish tacos really look great. My name's Mary, and I'll be making the accompanying dish. This is peach salsa. We'll begin with a can of peaches and 100% fruit juice. We have a red bell pepper, jalapeno, red onion, lemon, or you can use lemon juice if you wish, cilantro, and if you don't like cilantro, you could use some other green leafy vegetable like parsley. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Begin by washing our vegetables really good for 20 seconds under warm water. So I have washed all the fresh vegetables, cut up the peaches into bite-sized pieces, and now I'm ready to start chopping. The recipe calls for 1 whole jalapeno. I de-seeded this jalapeno, and now I'm just chopping it into very small little pieces. This is just to add some extra heat to our dish. Fresh cilantro is our next ingredient, and I'll be chopping it into small pieces. I already took the stems off. 1 red bell pepper, if you wanted it as a snack, is around 60 calories. It contains lots of potassium and fiber, so it's very good for you. I'm just chopping them into these little pieces. Now we're going to thinly slice and chop 1/4 cup of red onions. Red onions have a decent amount of vitamin C and folate, so they're really good for you. If you don't like red onions, you can substitute them for green onions or the yellow onions that you can get at the store. Okay, time to make the final salad. These are my peaches, rinsed and chopped. 1/2 cup of red bell pepper. 2 tablespoons of cilantro, but our family loves cilantro, so I just put a little bit more in there. 1 whole jalapeno chopped. And 1/4 cup of red onions. This is already looking so pretty, so colorful. The only thing I need now is 2 teaspoons of lemon. And there you have it. This recipe is nutritious and delicious. And if you would like more easy recipes like this one, just go to the website, choose myplate.gov. Thank you. Back to you, Nat.
And there you have it. Thank you, Mary, for that delicious peach salsa recipe. It has definitely made the tacos. I am so ready to dig into this. You're getting a lot of vitamins too from that peach salsa. And if you're not a seafood fan, you can always use chicken as a substitute, or maybe some ground turkey too would be really good. If you want to add some sides to this, I sure would. I would use maybe some rice, some beans, and maybe sprinkle some more hot sauce on top if you're a spicy food fan like me. And that's it. That's Taco Tuesday for y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you make this recipe at home with your families and you're staying safe out there. And we'll be back with some more Taco Tuesday recipes.